What if the ones you love walked into the center of a ticking time bomb just to bring you lunch? This story is not fiction. It's a haunting reminder of how fragile control really is, and how the silence of a system can nearly cost everything. You're about to witness the terrifying hours when one man stood against bureaucracy to save his family, while the world around him tried to pretend nothing was wrong. If you're new here, subscribe for more immersive storytelling. Like the video if real courage matters to you. Let's begin. Sometimes the people who save us don't wear capes. They wear jumpsuits, steel-toe boots, and carry the unbearable weight of silence. This is the true story of James Walker, a maintenance engineer at a mid-level nuclear facility in New Jersey, a man who clocked in every morning without complaint, a man who knew the heartbeat of the reactor better than he knew his own. What happened on that April afternoon changed everything. It started as just another workday. James had checked the coolant levels, signed off on pressure readings, and passed a few jokes with the security guy at the east gate. He was just heading toward the break room when his phone buzzed. A message from his wife, Claire. "We're bringing you lunch. The kids insisted be there in 15. His stomach dropped. He looked up toward the windows at the far end of the facility, the viewing bay that faced the visitor parking area. A sudden unease crawled up his spine. The facility was supposed to be airtight, but something wasn't right. For the past 2 weeks, James had been noticing strange fluctuations, tiny irregularities in heat signatures and coolant levels. His reports were filed, but each time he raised concerns, management brushed it off. "That's not your department, James. Stop overanalyzing. Trust the system." But now, the alarms weren't just theoretical. He saw it before anyone else did. A red LED that should never light up, blinking. A silent warning in a place that relied on silence. He ran, through corridors, down metal stairs, past confused technicians, straight to the control room. There was shouting, people denying, people doubting, supervisors arguing about protocol, about PR, about keeping things quiet. James didn't wait. His family was on the way. He knew Claire. She wouldn't stop just because she saw an armed guard. She'd think it was just regular protocol. She'd wave, smile. The kids would run up the walkway with their paper bags and chocolate milk. He sprinted out the back exit, bypassing 3 levels of security. He didn't have time for codes, didn't have time for politics. When he burst through the emergency gate, his wife was just pulling in. Their 10-year-old daughter, Emily, was holding a card she had drawn, "To the best dad in the world." "Turn around, now," he said. Claire looked confused. "What's going on?" He opened the back door, threw the bags out, and climbed into the car. "Drive, Claire, please, just trust me." She drove. Behind them, the sirens finally started. Late. Too late. They cleared the perimeter just minutes before the partial containment breach triggered evacuation. The situation was contained, they would later say. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. But the truth? That's murkier. Inside the plant, several employees were exposed to levels of radiation that required hospitalization. Internal reports were buried. Warnings were rewritten. James was told to take a leave, unpaid, indefinite. But his wife and kids were safe, and that was enough. The world never heard about the New Jersey near meltdown, not on the news, not in reports. But James remembers every moment. The smell of coolant, the blinking light. The paper bag his daughter left behind in the car, still warm with her little handwritten note. If you've made it this far, take this from James's story. When your gut tells you something is wrong, listen to it. Never wait for someone else to save the people you love, and don't let systems, titles, or silence stop you from doing what's right, because the world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs people who act when it matters. If this story moved you or made you think, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to Shockverse for more cinematic true stories, immersive drama, and deep lessons that stay with you. And remember, you never know who might be quietly saving the world right now.